today in the Sports Chat, we're chatting all things golf. As you will have seen that the Sunshine Tour was the big news this week, exciting a lot of golf enthusiasts. Now, keeping with the Women's Month theme, I'm joined by Women's Golf RSA President. She goes by the name of Sarah Braude. She's also a finalist in the G Sports Awards. Just to chat a bit more about the women's game. Sarah, thank you so much for joining me this morning. We did see the Sunshine Tour returning, but I mean, obviously it's Women's Month. I would expect a whole lot more to be said about women, but I'm not hearing anything with regards to women in golf. How are women affected with regards to returning to competitive golf?
Morning, Tumi, and good morning to your viewers. In terms of the Sunshine Ladies Tour, they start the year with their season. So their season finished just before we went into national lockdown. However, there are a number of them that are playing on the LPGA, on the Ladies European Tour, and other mini tours. And we have a number of amateurs who are in the US studying and playing collegiate golf. And this week, in fact, there are 3 professionals who are playing in the British Women's Open. But on the amateur side of the game, we obviously domestically needed to err on the side of caution, ensure that our risk mitigation plans were in place, especially as many of the youngsters need to travel accompanied to tournaments. But more recently, I'm pleased to say that our unions are starting competitive golf, and that's exciting for the amateurs in the return to golf.
I mean, talking about the competitive scene in the country, how is it looking with regards to luring top women golfers in the country?
In terms of our programs, we have an extensive development program. We have some 56 coaching points across the country, which have grown phenomenally in recent years, with some 500 girls at any one point in that program. And we also have a national squad system, where we have our talent identification squad, we have our B squad and our elite squad. So there's a progression and a roadmap for the girls who would like to play competitively. We compete very well on the international stage as a small country, but there's a lot more that can be done. It's challenging trying to get to international tournaments. So exploring playing opportunities for internationals to come and play in South Africa is critical for us going forward.
Then how would you say women's golf is looking in South Africa compared to other countries?
It's very healthy. There's a lot more that needs to be done. As I said, we are a small country when it comes to golf, but we compete well above our weight as such, and exploring the opportunities both on the continent as well as across the world for increasing playing opportunities is key, because that enables our golfers to test themselves amongst their peers, also to compete in World Amateur Golf ranked events. A number of all our national and provincial events receive World Amateur Golf ranking points, but expanding that platform for them to compete and to measure themselves on the global stage is critical.
You say we're seeing more women getting interested in playing golf in the country?
Yes, definitely. And, golf, it's not only about active and health, but it's a platform to create your network, both in business and socially, and also in terms of developing life skills. It teaches you discipline, how to interact with people. It also teaches you how to take on the challenges that one's going to find in life, but also on the golf course, how to own them, how to learn from them, and how to grow from them.
What are some of the plans that you guys have with regards to developing the game and having more and more ladies playing golf competitively, socially?
Our plans revolve around our development program, firstly, which addresses the youngsters, and expanding that program into many more communities in the country. Secondly, also around the women who are looking for sports that they can play as a family. That's going to be a critical emphasis for us, is that golf remains relevant and is a family sport. And then also bringing women into the industry in areas of club management, agronomy or greenkeeping, training, education. Those are the top 3 priorities for us. And through that, enhancing the women's participation in the sport. What's really interesting is that in the sport internationally, women's golf is the fastest growing sector. And that's also where our attention has been paid.
Now, I mean, you're the finalist in the G Sports Awards, for your love and for the passion that you have for golf out there. How did you get into the sport, and what made you love the sport specifically?
Unfortunately, I didn't play the sport in my youth. I was only introduced to it much later in life. And for that reason, it's been my passion and my commitment to promote the game, to expand the game for women, and to bring them into the sport, which has given me many opportunities, but most importantly, can create a platform for women in life and in business. And that's what drives me. Also, the sport as a sector employs over 40,000 people. So there are huge opportunities, both in clubs and other facilities, for women to find a place and pursue a sustainable career in the sport.
Well, unfortunately, Sarah, we have run out of time, but quite exciting just to see more women getting into playing golf and playing it competitively, that is. But that was Sarah Braude, the Women's Golf RSA president, just letting us in on how the women's game is looking.